And so who is there to do the rescue? It's going to be the other workers on the site. And so we've got Michael. Michael's going to hook up all of this. He's going to be too good. He's going to be 200% tied off, which is a requirement of the class. But he's got two ways that he's going to be tied off in the event something happens, he slips and falls. But he's going to climb up to the top of this ladder. It's not very far. He's going to climb up to the top, and he's going to transfer his equipment around so that he is now going to be on the descent device. And there's rules within the industry of how many things you can have connected to a D-ring or a part of your harness at one time. And so you can't. It'd be real nice to have both of the devices he needs already connected. It's not a legal thing that you can do in the industry. So he's going to put on his work position so he can be hands-free, and he can use 2 hands to do any of the work that he needs. He's going to put on his lanyard so that he's tied off as he removes a piece of his fall protection so he can stay connected to that ladder. And then he's just going to transfer his stuff around. And then we've got Randy here, and ideally Randy would be a little bit lower below him. We don't have all the space inside. And then while he's doing that, all the people on the ground are hopefully getting their first aid kit and calling 911 and all this stuff they need. And so he can be hands-free. He can stay like that all day, comfortable, hopefully, because he's got that work position, that lanyard that's going around the ladder. And that's an industry staple. Without that, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're off the ground, you're going to have to find a way to hang on and also do the work. So you're not getting a lot done without that. And this, like I said, would be the rescue they do out on that 80-foot tower. Just the snow got in the way this time. And he's tall, so he's really, he does have a lot of, he's halfway to the ground, most of it out of me. But now that he's got his robe and his descent device, he's ready to go over and do the rescue. We just got to get all of his other stuff off the ladder. We have practiced this with each other, and they've rescued each other this way, and you got to be real careful when you're kicking your feet.
Yeah.
But and then as he comes down, he's going to find a way to turn that mannequin around so he can not hurt him any more than he needs to, on the way. And then he's got to find a way. This is really the most technical part of the rescue. So he's got to find a way to take that victim's weight, take it, and secure them so that they don't fall to the ground. You've got to find a good way to move that. And it's really easy. It's not as hard as it sounds. So he'll connect himself at a certain point, of the harness, and then you're going to see he's going to take all of this mannequin's weight. There's not going to be any more tension on that mannequin's line. And now he has the whole load, and he can safely just descend down to the ground.
Ralph, you ready?
And that is that's the ID pickoff, and so that's one of the rescues they do. It's probably one of their favorite rescues. Some others take a lot of. Some of the other ones take a little bit more time. Some of them aren't as fun. So this is one that's really fun. They get to do this outside, off the 80-foot tower. So that's real nice. But that's one of the rescues.
You do that on the 80-foot tower?
They do that on the 80-foot tower.
With each other?
They're to the mannequin.
Okay.
I'm not trying to have somebody, mess that up.
Well, still having the one the rescuer alone is impressive to be able to do that
Yep.
on the 80-foot.